Okay, here's a little inspector theater, and I never get tired of this joke, and I apologize in advance. This is boomer humor. Alright? Dad jokes.
Can I come in?
Come on in, Mr. Fire. The door's open for you.
You always make me feel so warm and welcome.
Oh, I never get tired of that. This door's supposed to have a self-closing spring on it. The door's supposed to close on its own accord. Alright? It wasn't required when the home was built. Really? You know, oh, it's not required here or whatever. No, this door is supposed to close on its own accord. Sure, there are things in this garage that we would care about. But most of the things we care most about, our family, our pets, our friends, not necessarily in that order. All of our paperwork, our birth certificates, our Social Security, our all of our investments, our collectibles, our art, our jewelry, you know, everything that we care most about is going to be on this side of the door. So this door should close so that if there is a fire, because we have a lot of things in here, you know, radio, remote controlled airplanes, lawnmowers, cars, motorcycles, all those kinds of things, you know, that have gas, weed whackers, those kinds of things. Well, you know, statistically, there are more fires in the kitchen. We can't do a lot about that, and in the garage. So this door should close on its own accord. It's a little pet peeve of mine. But that's not why we're here. We're here for the garage door opener. We got a metal overhead door. And we've got some good things going on. We've got spring tension notices on the bottom corners. We've got optic sensors. We'll talk about those in a little bit. We've got pull handles inside of the door. We've got emergency release. We got a warning notice over here, and this door control button is high enough so that little hands can't get to it. So those are good things. So what's going on with the door? Well, the door is this top roller is kind of on the crooked side. And you see this warning notice here? This warning notice should be posted here as well. And then this manual door lock has not been decommissioned, so you could actually close this door and lock it. Forget about it. Somebody pushes the button or pushes the button. Door tries to open, but the door is locked, and it pulls the door and shifts it and causes damage. The optic sensors I was so proud about, they're not supposed to be farther from the ground than 6 inches. And then over here, these control wires are not secured. Over here as well. They're supposed to be secured with insulated stables, just in case you want to get on that. And we're going to learn that the courtesy light, in fact, we don't have to learn that, we can see, we can look inside there, the luminary, the light bulb is missing. Now when this home was built, this door was not required to be GFCI protected. Now, that said, that's a safety device, so it's going to make the report. So, on the inspection agreement, and on my website, it states that my company policy, I made a company policy to do no harm. I do not block test doors. I only do a visual on the safety reverse. That's the way I've chosen to do it. And I've got instructions baked into the inspection report should you want to perform a block test. And when you adjust the sensitivity to meet your needs, there's instructions in there and there's how to do it. But I routinely depart from that. Just like I didn't mention this, I routinely depart from the temperature pressure relief valve right there. I routinely depart from that. I don't see the entire length. It's over 3 years. But I'm getting carried away here. Let's push the button. Coming across here. Is that a warning notice right there? I can't see it. So that was it. And when we do it again, see how we don't have of course we don't, because the bulb's not in there. It couldn't have worked. Kind of loud, isn't it? Okay. And then I can read this a little better. And do not remove this cover or paint over. This is allow children to operate the door. That is a warning notice. Okay. Well, we got a warning notice there. We got a warning notice here. So what do we learn? We learned that our optic sensors are too high and the cables are not properly secured. We learned that our manual door lock has not been decommissioned. We learned that a courtesy light is not working. We also learned that it's not GFCI protected. And we learned that this roller's kind of cattywampus in here. It's kind of crooked. So that's what we learned. Now, this isn't the last video that I'm going to do today, but it's the last video you're going to see. It's the last video in the report. And this is the time when I would just like to take a moment to say thank you very much for your trust and thank you for your business. Those things mean the world to and thank you for my COVID policy and honoring that. Those things mean the world to my family and I. And I just want to say thank you very much. We all appreciate it. We all appreciate it to the highest. Now, I'm a small businessman. So if you think that I did you some good today, a good Google review, that would be nice. That would be nice. But anyway, thank you.